Hi everyone, this is Sheila Gordon and this is for our assignment in the EDL 856 School Community Relations, and it's a case study about parent apathy. In this situation, what do we know? We know that Miss Rose just completed her education degree. She's fired up and she is a new assistant principal at John F. Kennedy School. Miss Rose has learned, because this is the last class that she's taken, that school and community relationships are really important. Now, knowing that this is important, she has met with her principal, and her principal was not encouraging her because of lack of community support and parent support currently at that school. The principal's perception of the community is one of apathy. He really doesn't think that the parents want to become involved. In a conference with her principal, Miss Rose has brought up the idea of parental involvement, and he has not been encouraging to help her in any way get this community involvement and community relations going. The principal would consider a parenting advisory group. We do know that. They did set up a meeting and send out an invitation to parents, and 8 parents showed up, and they considered, Miss Rose and the principal considered canceling the meeting at that point because only so few showed up. So now what do we need to know? We need to know why the parents have become so apathetic. Why have they not been involved? Is the reason because they don't agree with the principal? They don't like the principal? They don't like the direction in which the school is going? What has damaged that relationship there? How is the principal's relationship with the parents and the community? So what has he done? Has he broken it down? Has he tried to build it up? And how has he tried to develop those relationships? What is the socioeconomic status of the community? As we've seen in past classes and past case studies, socioeconomic status doesn't always mean that people will not help. People are willing to help if you're willing to build the relationship. So what is the problem? The problem here is a lack of relationship. Well, who is a lack of relationship between? Usually in this situation, the current principal and the community, including the parents and other stakeholders. This school has gained a new assistant principal that's eager to build community relations and is not supported by the current principal. So the last problem here is the principal is not willing to try and create a sense of community among his staff and his parents. So the proposed plan of action that I have for this is the different steps to resolve the problem is, number one, Miss Rose and the principal need to sit down and express some concerns and brainstorm about different ways to build relationships with the community, including the parents. They need to have open doors of communication. Next, they should encourage parents to become involved instead of sitting back being apathetic. Next, positive encourage meeting with any parents that did attend. So you had 8 parents that show up. Have a positive and encouraging meeting with those specific parents, and that'll spread like wildfire. And then last, meet with other schools to gain new ideas. If you're all out of ideas, you're at wit's end, nothing's working. Go to a school, find out what they're doing with the same socioeconomic area that your school's in. Find someone similar to your school and find out what they're doing that works. Next here, what is a proposed plan of action and what are strategies to implement the plan? So one, create an anonymous survey to find out what's going on in the parents' minds. Why do they not want to get involved? And make sure it's anonymous so parents will actually be honest with their answers. Advertise meetings more than just sending a flyer home by the students and expecting them to actually take it to their parents to actually read it. Find other ways, maybe using social media to advertise these meetings. And then have regularly scheduled meetings. So these are planned well in advance. They're at the same time every month, at the same time in the same room. So implement monthly, regularly scheduled meetings. So what is best for the students? Better relationships, community involvement, parent involvement. Why are those things important? All those things are best for the students. All these things make student success happen within a school. Resolution. Make the parents feel connected to the school in a positive way. Nobody wants to be a part of something that's so negative. Somebody wants to be a part of something that's positive. So make it a positive experience for these parents. Make sure parents are aware of meetings. So again, don't just send a flyer home with kids expecting them to give it to the parents. Make sure that you involve the parents. Find a way to make sure that they're aware of the meetings. Have incentives for the parents to attend meetings. So you attend so many meetings and, maybe you get a free pass to a different sporting event or a theater event or a drama event. And stay professional in all that you do. So the way that you talk to parents, the way that you carry yourself in the community, stay professional in everything that you do. What was I thinking, feeling, and valuing as I'm reading through this case study here? As a principal, I think they can't stop trying. Just because things aren't good now, why did it turn for the worst? And don't stop trying. Don't be satisfied with that. Go find the solution. You can't become apathetic towards your students, your parents, or your community. I think Miss Rose should be encouraged to implement her ideas with guidance, of course. She's a new assistant principal. There's no reason why you can't guide her, but if she's so eager and energetic, then take her ideas and implement them. I'm feeling very frustrated with the way that the principal is handling the communication and the relationships with all of his stakeholders, with his principal, his colleague, and his parents. I value the school-community relationship. I value school-parent relationships. And I value Miss Rose's efforts and willingness and eagerness to build community relations. So unresolved issues here. Will Miss Rose just give up trying? Will she become more like the principal? Or will she go somewhere else because she gets frustrated with the principal and go somewhere else that has established community relations? Will the principal allow her to run with her ideas, with guidance, of course? Why does the principal continue not to want the parents involved? What kind of issues does he have there, and can he get over those? Were the parents that showed up to the meeting even allowed to share or even allowed to volunteer to get involved in their school? Reflection here. Through this case study, there's lack of communication and lack of effort from the principal to other members of the community, including the parents and students. The lack of communication and collaboration is not in the best interest of the well-being of each student. Each student deserves the best opportunity to succeed within that classroom and within that school. I will assure that positive, consistent communication occurs with the parents and other stakeholders. Anybody in the community that wants to get involved in our school has got to be a positive for our students. I believe each student should have a healthy and a safe environment. A healthy environment doesn't include bad communication. A healthy environment includes school, parent, community involvement. I'll build a support system for our students, including parents and different community partners. Component 1, promoting academic success. How did I do that? I encouraged parental involvement, resulting in healthy communication, community relation environment. That's really important for student success in our school. I've opened the doors of communication, and I'll advertise meetings better and be consistent with the meeting times. How did I promote personal well-being of students? I modeled and promoted open lines of communication using social media, which the students love to use nowadays. So using social media for advertisements of meetings. I'm open to new ideas. I want open door communication. And I want to care for the students' lives and get to know their parents. Caring is one of the most important things I think we can do for our students, and getting to know their parents is part of caring. How did I promote community of engagement for families? Getting the feedback from the parents that actually did attend the meeting. That's really important. If 8 parents gave up their time to come to the meeting, I feel like it's fair that I sit there and listen to what they have to say. Hold monthly consistent meetings. So consistency is something I also want to model and promote. Meet with other schools to get new ideas for involvement. We've talked about that a little bit. And then lastly, ask for parent suggestions. Again, it can be anonymous so that you know they're telling the truth. But again, this case study shows a lot of parent apathy, which parent apathy will lead to the demise of a school. It won't be healthy. It'll be a negative environment for our children and not lead to the success of our students.